a few couplets from the poetry of Shah Abdul Latif from Melody of Hope or Surasa, and it has one bait which tells the story of an elephant and some blind people, and there are two wise. Those wise focus on different aspects of human life. So, firstly, I would like to recite the bait about the story of the elephant. Moye haathe se mamuro achi pyo andan. The blind people are dealing with a dead elephant. Oy manadin hathan se akhan se keen pasan. Akhen keen pasan. They are grappling with hands, and they are not seeing with eyes because they don't have eyes. Fil haqiqat feel ke saja sunanan. In fact, only people with the eyes can recognize the elephant. Sandhi Sardaran Basirat Bina Kare. And the leaders of that process can lead them to see the elephant properly. So this is the story similar to that of the story which was presented by Maulana Rumi, the elephant in the dark, in his Masnavi's book 3. And the summary of that story is that a group of people enters a dark room where an elephant has been taken for display. Since they cannot see it, each person touches only one part of the elephant and says according to his own perception of that part. One person who touches its trunk says it is like a water pipe because he has touched only trunk. Another touches the ear of the elephant and says it is like a fan. Another feels the leg and believes it is a pillar. And another touches the back and says it resembles a throne. And that story is very much interesting story. However, difference between both of the stories is Rumi presented the story that has a live elephant and it is for display. And the elephant presented by Shah Abdul Latif is dead elephant. Shah Latif sees this world as dead, not alive, and Rumi sees differently. So each person insists that his description is correct because he has experienced only one part of the whole. The disagreement arises from partial perception rather than complete knowledge. Nicholson has translated important verses of that story. The hand of one fell on trunk, he said, this creature is like water pipe, and so on and so forth. So Rumi concludes that the eye of the sense is like the palm of the hand. The eye of the sense is like the palm of the hand. The palm cannot encompass the whole elephant. So the eye of human being is a partial understanding. It cannot understand completely. It cannot touch, it cannot hear the voice, and it cannot smell, so on and so forth. So we can say that human senses perceive only fragments of reality. However, I would say that they perceive only imagery, not the reality. Because whatsoever they see. Whatsoever they hear it. Whatsoever they touch, they do it. Whatsoever they are smelling, they sense it. Reason alone cannot grasp the whole truth. Whole truth lies beyond the reason. Spiritual illumination is necessary for complete understanding. and that illumination comes by ishq, by marfat. Religious and philosophical conflicts often arise because people cling to partial truths and their own truths. They are relative truths. People are not analyzing those truths in toto because things, though they are in partiality, things go to the one point and things can be seen holistically. Though it is very much difficult for a human being to see the things comprehensively because human knowledge, human understanding, human experience and observance are deficient or incomplete. However, he should have he should bear in mind that things are in conclusivity. Things are not in partiality. Partiality is perception. True knowledge requires both intellect or akul and spiritual insight or ishq. So these are the things associated with that story. And Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai has also said that the people are blind and they are grappling with the dead elephant, and he looks that thing as dead. And because he says that only people with eyes, only people with eyesight, insight can see it. And from that couplet, we can conclude that Bhittai focuses on the project before people. How, however, uh, whatsoever that project is, but he focuses on the behavior, how they are dealing with it. Either they are dealing with a person with insight or they are dealing partially. They are touching to the trunk of the elephant and they are declaring that it is just like water pipe. So Bhittai says that there is needed the insight which can go through the elephant, and he declares elephant as a dead thing and he loves alive things. So he says all of those projects of the world just like dead elephants. And then comes the Hawaii of Bhittai कि वजह मंज खलील अंदर में आजर आए कि you are in your face like the Prophet Ibrahim. However, your inner self is like other a person making a statue or making idols. Sadama kar sehat ji anatu alil. Don't desire for health because still you are not feeling well, still you are ill. Nalo na hai nifaq jo jite Rabb Jalil. There is no schism where there is Rabb Jalil, Almighty Allah. Momen Musliman tu kalab ta kalil. You are feeling like a Muslim in face. However, your heart's a small part has been turned as a Muslim. Vitra de visal mein dui na hai talik. The singular one, the Wahid, cannot need any duality. He is beyond to all of the dualities. And then in the last, he prays or begs for it that Allah Abdul Latif hai. Sacho rakhe see. Oh my God, Abdul Latif requests you that keep intact that my commitment with you so as I may follow the right path. And then the other why this focuses on the beloved and he goes after beloved, he follows him. Allah Sai, Poa Pirin, Om Pahi. When I am going to the beloved, may I not return, I may not return back. Muta Asro Odahi. I am hoping or expecting from there. Here Asro Odahi. My heart is expecting from there. Jite dero dost jo saki ju agahi. where their beloved lives. How you say that is far off lands. Bambiyon bhiri ayun ayal mo tai. My these dark eyes have seen that place. O my mother, kalam jinje athame se sen sabaja sai. Those who are writers, those who write the luck, those who write the fate, those who write the things, they are very much kind. And Bandiya ji bazaar mein shalam likhan line. In this market of the world, they may not write uh, decreased things for me. They may not write bad things for me. They may not write declined things for me. In this way, Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai focuses on different things. As we discussed in first Beth, it was about the story of the elephant. However, he guides for insight, for reaching to any good destination. The insight is necessary, and insight with the not only it is not achieved only with the reason. However, reason when incoupled with ishq or marfat, it can reach there and it can have insight. And then he focuses on the duality of human being. He can behave at the both sides, good side and bad side. However, he guides us that where there is Almighty Allah, there is no schism. So don't be schistic, be inclusive. And he focuses on inclusiveness. This whole universe is in inclusivity, and whatsoever we are seeing, that is diversity, and diversity has been emanated from unity or oneness of being and will return back to that point. And in the last, he prays for it that my commitment may remain intact so as I can follow it. And then focuses on the beloved, wants to go there, don't wants to return back, because he says that it is not far away where their beloved resides. It is not a far off land. It is very much near land, and those people who are appointed there for writing everything about the life, they are very much kind and requests them that it may not. I am begging them that when they are writing about me in this market of the world, in this market of the life, they may not write less for me. They may not write less for me. They may not write less for me. So that is the thought of Shah Abdul Latif Bhittai. Thank you very much. You have watched me, and we will remain continue in that discussion about poetry of Shah Abdul Latif. Thank you very much.